Greetings and salutations, yogis. It's Sarah. Today, I am bringing you something a little different. It's a ground flow. It's all floor and core. So it's got lots of options, never obligations. So get into your comfy clothes, roll out your mat. Let's go. Welcome to my living room. Kind of find yourself a nice comfortable seat and start to feel into your body. Just arrive in the space, arrive in the breath, right here. Close your eyes if that feels okay, or just soften your gaze, just sort of softly looking past the tip of your nose. And just check in on your body and see how it feels. So I'm noticing there's some tightness in my right hip because there's a big distance here. There's no judgment, just aware of what is, so I can move in a way that feels good. I'm obviously slowly circling here, just easing into our practice. If you are a yogi who has tender wrists or issues with your wrists, there is a decent amount of time spent on the wrists in this short flow today. So you're going to want to warm up your wrists really, really well. We're going to do a short wrist warm up here in a second. But you might want to pause and actually spend a few extra minutes just really getting the wrists nice and warm. You can always work off of fists, right? Keeping the thumbs on the outside and come to fists. You can come to forearms as well. So I will cue some of those options for you, but know that if you have modifications for your wrists that you're comfortable with, that work for you, those are definitely yours to take. So because this is recorded and I can't see you live, I'll really help you with that. So listen to your body, honor the space that you're in right now. And we're just going to start with our wrist warm-up. So stop in the name of love, right? Fingers are spread really, really wide. And circle through the wrists. And the other direction. Sitting up nice and tall, still finding our link to breath. Slowing down as we just arrive on the mat. Thumbs on the outside. Close your fists and circle. Softening the shoulders. Softening your breath. Soft gaze. So much strength in softness, guys. Pull the fingers back. Over top. Shake them out. Up and down, shake them out. And then just making, again, my little thumb on the outside, I'm just going to tap forearms, both sides, up and down, the sides of my arms, into my wrists. This is actually a technique we use in the martial art that I study, and it actually does increase blood flow to the areas or sides. And just get those wrists warm and ready. There are points of rest in this flow. So anytime we come to child's pose or to a position where we're not on our wrists, please feel free to work them out and give them some rest, okay? You're going to warm up our shoulders too, so give them a couple rolls back. Forward. We're going to come around into tabletop. And I'm going to actually face towards you guys today. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers are spread wide, belly's pulled in towards the spine. You're going to pick up one hand, it doesn't matter, we'll do both, and turn the fingers back. So the other hand stays where it is, and now you're just going to make circles around that wrist. If you're feeling tightness or tension or a sensation that is not what you are looking for today, or anything that resembles pain, then please come out of this shape, go in the other direction. Building strength in the wrists is something that yoga can really, really help with, but you just need to do it mindfully. And come back to center, shift up, peel your way up, and reset that left hand. And then I did left first, and then you switch. And a few circles one way. Just getting a little weighted stretch in the wrist. And then go the other way. And again, mindful of how that sensation feels. And settle to the center, peel up reset. All right. On an inhale breath, you're going to lift your left hand up towards the sky. If you have tight shoulders, you can keep the hand at the shoulder. If not, you can open all the way up. And as you exhale, slide the right hand behind the left arm and bring the right ear and shoulder down towards the earth. There's a lot of ways to get more sensation in this shape. If you have a variation that you love, take that. I like to take a half bind with the left hand. It just opens the heart a little more. And release, pressing it back up. Reset yourself in tabletop first. Always mindful of our alignment, that sacred geometry, right? It's how we work to avoid injury. And we're going to go to the other side. So left hand to shoulder or to sky, open the heart. Exhale, slide through left. Now for me, it's left ear, left shoulder. And if you're on your right arm, then it's your right ear, right shoulder. On the earth. Maybe pause here for a moment and take notice of what it is that you see. Practicing at home offers us this interesting perspective on our homes, on where we actually live. I mean, how often do you put your ear on the ground? I have a great view of my kitty, one of my kitties. Inhale and drop the belly, pull the heart forward. Exhale, chin to chest, slowly opening through the whole back, body, reaching towards the sky. Cat. I'm going to shift back to my mat. I'm going to join you. Inhale, low belly, heart forward. Exhale. And coming back to a nice neutral spine here. We're going to pull the right knee up. And I want you to imagine that there's a paintbrush or piece of chalk or something, and you're going to draw a big circle with that right knee. It doesn't really matter which direction you go because, of course, we're going to go both. And go the other direction. I do things in threes. There's magic in the number 3 for me. And then set it back down and go with the other side. So the left knee is going to come up, move your paintbrush, and circle. Just opening up in the hips here. And starting to see how the wrists feel as we go a little bit into them. And go the other way. Nice big hip circles. And then settle into the top center right here. Pull the belly up in towards the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Nice tabletop position. And then take the knees out towards the edges of the mat. Let the big toes touch. Slide the hip creases back. And then just take your time and walk your way down into child's pose. And you're going to stay here for about 3 breaths. You can rest your chin on the mat. If you're opening the throat chakra, you can rest your forehead on the ground. You can grab a blanket or a block or a pillow. Maybe you need to take some soft movement. Rock a little bit side to side. And just shimmy your way in. Take one more nice deep inhale. Slow, easy exhale. And we're going to start our flow. Our flow starts from child's pose today. On your next inhale breath, I want you to carve a line forward, look between your thumbs, lift the elbows up off here, and then raise yourself up, and we're going to reset back into our tabletop position. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest. And reset back to neutral. We're going to take a little bird dog. So the first level option here is to do right hand, and the thumb is to the sky. Exhale it down. Inhale the left arm forward, thumb to the sky. Straight out from the shoulder. You don't need to lift it all the way up. Exhale it down. Inhale the right foot back. You can keep the toes on the earth, or you can lift straight out. Exhale it down. Inhale the left toes out. Again, on the ground. Or lift. Notice I've got these toes flexed here. I'm engaging muscle on them. If that feels great, stick with it. Otherwise, we're going to take right hand and left foot at the same time and extend. Reaching out, expanding on the inhale. Exhale, release it back to center. Inhale, expand. Exhale, and release it back to center. Take those knees back out to the edges. Sink the hip creases back. Rest in child's pose. One more really big deep breath right here. And on your next inhale, look forward between the thumbs, lift the elbows, rise back up, reset the body. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, hips right up over knees. Inhale and drop the belly, pull the heart forward. Exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale back to tabletop. And you take your version of bird dog. You can do hand, hand, foot, foot. You can alternate sides. And if tiger is in your practice and you want to reach back for that, by all means do. If you're doing hand, single hand, single hand, single foot, you're just going to keep alternating sides. Nice. And now we're going to come back into tabletop. Everyone's going to reset here, making sure you're balanced on both sides. You can keep the tops of the feet pushed down, or you can tuck your toes under. It's really whatever feels more comfortable for you. We're just going to hover the knees off the earth. So again, fingertips are pushing down. The weight is shifting to the index finger and thumb side. And you're going to get a little heat here. You're going to wake up pretty quick. Exhale, slowly lower the knees, take it to the edge. Big toes touch, slide it back. Child's pose. On your next inhale breath, look forward between the thumbs. Lift the elbows, rise back up, pushing into the tops of the feet. Inhale and drop the belly, heart forward, cow pose. Exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale back to neutral. And then take your bird dog option, or tiger, if that's what you're in today. Inhale expands, and the exhale releases back. Again, you can be staying right here with the extension, or you can do single hand, single foot, single foot. Listen to your body, see what it's asking you for today. Tops of the feet pressing down, or toes are tucked. Inhale, lift those knees just a couple inches up. Really pulling the shoulder blades wide, keeping the back of the neck nice and neutral. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, push the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. You can go on and pedal that dog out. See how it feels. Shifting through the body. Belly's pulling up and into spine. Inhale. Exhale, the knees come down. Taking them out to the edges. Toes touch and release back. Child's pose. So we're going to repeat the beginning of the flow again and again and again as we add on pieces to the end. If we ever add on a new piece that is not a piece for you, then by all means, come right back to child's pose, because we're all going to come back here anyway. Oh, deep, deep inhale. Exhale. Looking forward between the thumbs. Lift the elbows, lift the hips, reset. Here we are, tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly and pull the heart forward. Exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale right here. Take your version of bird dog or tiger pose. Inhale, expand. Exhale and lower. Here we go, getting ready for bear pose, tucking the toes or pressing the tops of the feet in. Inhale and lift. Really pull the belly up towards the spine. Exhale, shift the hips back, press them up, and settle yourself in down dog. Maybe you want to take a slightly longer dog and walk the hands a little bit forward. Pedal your dog out. You guys stay. Down dog, fashion adjustment. Happens to everybody. On an inhale breath, we're going to bring the right heel up off the earth. And I want you to keep the hip bones both pointing down. Sometimes when we take three-legged, we stack the hips up and open. But today, I'd like both hip points pointing down. If that's just not possible, then hover the foot off the earth. Or if you really need to, stack it. Exhale the right foot back down. Pressing evenly in both hands. The left foot's going to come up. Either it hovers or you extend. Thinking about both hip points pointing down. Just a slightly different version. And exhale, release. Knees come to the edges. Hip creases sink back. Take your rest. Here's a good place to rest the wrists and circle. And even give them a little massage. If you're feeling it. And we're going to add on. Here we go. Inhale, looking forward between the thumbs, lifting elbows, rising up, tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, roll through chin to chest. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, right here. Soft in the back of the neck. Inhale for bird dog, your version, or tiger. Both sides. Resetting in tabletop. Toes tucked or flat. If they're flat in bear pose, that's totally fine. You're going to need to flip them over to come to down dog. So I'm tucking the toes, hovering the knees. Feeling that core turn on and kick in. And then the hips slide up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale that right foot up high to the sky. And now you're going to pull the right heel in towards your right glute. And if your balance is good and you're feeling strong, you're going to open the right knee up towards the sky. And there's that hip stack I talked about last time through in scorpion dog. And just gently come back, three-legged dog, and release. And try the left side. Heel comes up. Pull the heel in. Open the knee towards the sky. Wrapping around. Try not to shift your weight into the opposite hand of the lifted leg. Try to stay as even between both palms as you can. Inhale and lift the leg. Exhale, lower it down. Slowly bringing the knees to the earth, out to the edges. Toes touch, hips sink back. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Child's pose. Apparently this is the wrong shirt to wear for yoga videos. Live and learn, right? And here we go, adding on, rolling it up, finding tabletop. Resetting the joints. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart forward. Exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale to neutral. Exhale right here, soft neck, easy gaze. Inhale your version of bird dog or tiger. And just because you took one variation last time doesn't mean you have to take it this time. Belly is strong here. Exhale and release. Tucking the toes. Hover the knees, pull that core in. Set it on fire. Slide the hips up and back, downward facing. Inhale the right heel up. Pull that right heel in. Stay here or open that knee up towards the sky. Scorpion dog. Inhale, slowly unwind it and release that foot. Taking your time, bring it down. Left heel's gonna come up. And as you lift the left foot, see if you can let the right heel get a little heavier. Left heel pulls in, and then open the left knee up towards the sky, pushing evenly through both palms. Inhale, release the curl. Slowly lower that leg down, staying up right here. Now, I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can take a plank roll. So I'm sliding into a slightly long down face dog. That just works better for me. A plank roll, you come up to the toes, think of an ocean wave, rippling through the spine, rolling the body out in a plank, bending the knees, sliding up and back. If your wrists have had enough, you can take this from your forearms or off of fists. When you get out to plank, if you just can't, drop the knees for a moment, take a knee plank, and then push the hips back and find your down dog. If you're just loving the plank rolls, I think they feel so good. One more, whatever version you're taking. And hold in your downward facing dog. Walking the feet in slightly, lowering the knees out to the edges. Really take your time, don't crash land here, babies. Toes together, hip creases back, settle it in. A great place here again to rest the wrists. We're gonna go through just one more time, just a single flow through. And then we'll come back, do a tiny core drill, and stretch it out. Inhale, rise it up, find your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, heart comes forward. Exhale, roll through the spine. Inhale, back to neutral spine. Exhale, soften right here, gripping with the fingerprints. Inhale and expand your version of bird dog or tiger's pose. Tucking the toes under, inhale, hover the knees, pull that core in. Exhale the hips up and back, down dog. Inhaling the right heel up to the sky, let the left heel drop heavy. Pull that right heel into the buttocks, and then open the right knee up to the sky. And then release, and lower it down. Inhale the left heel up to the sky, pulling the left heel into the glutes and opening the knee up. Really, really keep that weight balanced in the hands. And release, and slowly lower it down. Here we go, our last plank roll. Maybe walk the hands into a longer dog. Push it up to the tippy toes, rippling through the spine, rolling it out. Exhale, push it up and back. Knees come down. Hip creases slide back, settle in. Nice work, very nice work. We're just gonna stay here for about 3 breaths. I'm gonna sit up so you can hear me and I'm not muffled by the earth. Loosen the wrists up, shake them out. I don't have any more work for them to do today. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale it all the way out. And we're going to make our way up to seated here. Bringing the feet out in front of you. Bring the feet together. Knees together. Sitting way up on the sits bones. So you might move the fascia, the connective tissue between skin and muscle. So get it out of the way so you can really ground down through those sits bones. Hands behind the thighs. All you want to do to start is just lean back, but lift the heart like you've got a little hook right here and a string, and someone's pulling your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, round through, think cat pose, drop the chin to chest. Inhale and lift up. Lean a little more. Exhale, chin to chest, drop it in. Here we go. Inhale, reaching it up. You've got the option here of releasing the hands. A little more work in the core. Exhale, give it a hug and drop it down. Inhale, lift and expand. Lean. Exhale, roll it through. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall on the sits bones. Find that tiny bit of lean. Hands are coming underneath here. We're just going to lift the feet up. Maybe you just lift one foot. Lift it straight, or you can keep it nice and bent. Switch. And switch. And switch. Option to release, switch. Option to take both feet up and find your boat pose. Now, see what just happened. See my back rounded out? I shifted off my sits bones. I lost my pose. So I need to reset. Come back in. Keep that heart lifted. There it is. Go on and relax. Drop the head forward. Hug the knees. It's a short, sweet practice, but it covers the bases. Come on and roll it all the way down to the earth. Slowly, take your time. Nice and easy. Take the feet out to the edges. Let them rock a little side to side. Windshield wipers. I'm resting my hands here on the bottom of my rib cage, just feeling my breath move, rising and falling. If you need a deeper stretch time, you can pause here. Get a little hamstring stretch. Maybe take pigeon or pigeon on back. We call it figure 4. Ankle to knee, right? Bring it in. Maybe you need some hamstring love and you want to stretch that up as well. Circle the ankles out. Switch. If you're a fan of Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees opening out. Or maybe you like a little plow pose at the end of your practice, or you'd like to take an inversion. You can pause and do that. Otherwise, we're all going to take our time and slide our way down into Shavasana. Maybe you pull the shoulder blades just a little into the heart space today. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthen the back of the neck. Softening through the low back and the hips. When the palms face up, that's a state of being receptive. So if you've asked for something, or you have a question, or you're manifesting something, you put something out to the universe, and you're waiting to hear back, right? Keep those palms up and open to receiving that information. And if you've been feeling a little like you're spinning out of control, or a little overwhelmed, or a little depleted, maybe you turn the palms down today and just draw some energy up from the earth. Replenish your own stores. There's no right, there is no wrong here. There's just the practice. And if what you need is to just lay out for a few more minutes and really take your time, then friends, I encourage you to pause this video and just stay with breath. And if you are living in that busy, busy world and there's more to do, we're slowly going to bring the palms together. Thumbs at the center of the forehead, ajna, the third eye. We're going to pause with a moment of gratitude for the technology that lets us practice together, the breath, for the movement, and for the opportunity to meet ourselves on the mat. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I wish you well. Namaste. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed our sweet little grounded floor and core.